Welcome to my lecture, everyone, and this is the Frog and the Nightingale. Be sure to I don't want likes and subscribes. I just want to say enjoy the video. Okay, so today's lecture is starting, and I'm going to be teaching the chapter "The Frog and the Nightingale." The chapter discusses the theme, and it's by Vikram Singh, an Indian poet. English Communicative Class 10. Right. So, in this chapter, there are a total of around 9 stanzas. Once upon a time, a frog. Let me write this. So in stanza number one and para number one, we can see that the story begins with a normal pretense of a story like this way. Once upon a time, a frog. See, once upon a time. Once upon a time is usually used to indicate a story, but this is a poem. Again, it's a poem. So basically, poem की story. In this, basically, I'll give you the gist of it. In this, there is this frog, which is a very manipulative and very deceitful frog, which is a very loathed creature, hated creature in a place called the Bengal Bog. In Bengal Bog, he is very hated due to his voice and how he keeps singing all day. And once there's this nightingale that comes, the nightingale, which does what? The nightingale comes and sings while sitting on the sumac tree, right? Which supposedly belonged to the frog. And that frog then tries to trick her and manipulate the nightingale into believing that frog was a very great mentor and was the best in the world. And he tricks the nightingale and then uses the nightingale, exploits it to get monetary gains and to get fame. And overall, he also wanted to take down the nightingale as he saw it as the competitor in the Bengal Bog. Because earlier, the frog was singing all day and he was the most dominant, the king of Bengal Bog. Like once the nightingale came, he was no longer the king, so he wanted to destroy the nightingale too. So which he eventually did in the end. Now let's continue. Once upon a time, a frog croaked away. Croaked away means singing in like frog terms in Bengal Bog. It's basically a swamp. Swamp. Every night from dusk to dawn. From dusk to dawn. Dusk to dawn means from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. sunrise. Like moonrise to sunrise. He croaked on and on and on. This is repetition. It just show that the uh, frog was very repetitive in his language and kept speaking. Other creatures loathed his voice, but alas, they had no choice. Loath means hated. So the other creatures hated this voice, but they had no choice because they had to listen to it. Next, and the crass cacophony blared from the sumac tree, at whose foot the frog each night minstreled on till morning light. Let me write this. So next up, this is and the crass cacophony blared out of the sumac tree. So first we discussed he croaked on and on and on. Other creatures loathed, hated his voice, but they had no choice. And the crass cacophony. The crass means coarse, means very rough and very unpleasant. Cacophony means a harsh mix of sounds, basically not a very pleasant sound. The crass cacophony blared means loudly audible from the sumac tree. So this is the supposed home of frog. Then, at whose foot the frog each night, whose foot, that means the foot of the tree, this place, the frog sits here, right? On till morning light. Till morning light has been throughout the night he sings till the sun comes up. Correct. Neither stones, nor prayers, nor sticks, insults, complaints, or bricks. So stones, prayers, sticks, insults, complaints, bricks. All of these could not deter the frog from singing. Stilled means um, deviated his determination, his passion to display his heart's elation. Elation means pride and joy. His heart's pride and joy. So the frog was undeterred from requests, sticks, right? And insults, complaints, bricks, stones, everything just could not stop the frog from singing. Yeah, so here on. But one night, a nightingale. So what happened? We ended at to display the heart's elation. But one night, a nightingale. A nightingale is a type of bird. It is a basically a different type of bird that likes to stay awake at the night. There is a word for it. I do not remember what was the word, but yeah, there is a word for it. It is a bird which has a beautiful voice. So in the moonlight, at the night, cold and pale, the night was cold and pale. So it was a very cold and pale night. Pale means colorless, right? Perched upon the sumac tree. Perched means to sit upon the branches. So here is the sumac tree. In the branches, there came this nightingale, right? And she started singing her melody, right? And casting forth her melody, expressing and displaying her melody, she started singing. She perched upon the sumac tree, the tree at which the frog was sitting, and started singing. The dump struck, that means shocked, sat the gaping frog and the whole admiring bog. The gaping frog, as in the mouth was open, like this. This was the frog, right? And the whole admiring bog, and means the animals, not the bog, but the animals of the bog. This is called a what was the word? Epithet. Epithet. This is the pure poetic device. Admiring bog stared towards the sumac, and that means the nightingale. Rapt. Rapt means undivided attention. That means that they were like not focused on anything else other than the nightingale. And when she ended, clapped, मतलब every animal clapped. Ducks, there were ducks, swum, right? Herons, it's a type of bird, waded. So let's list them. Ducks, herons, right? To her as she serenaded, as she sang beautifully. Serenaded, sang beautifully. And a solitary loon. And there was this bird, there is also a bird called a loon. It was sitting solitary, wept beneath the summer moon. So it's just sort of a say that she was able to bring out the emotions of so many animals. Loon is a very large water bird, and she was very impressed by the beauty of the song that she started crying, weeping, right? And these things, like every creature, like toads, teals, and tiddlers, all were captured by her voice. Captured. See, let's list them. There was loon, toad, teal, tiddler. Right? These were all captured by her voice. This is the list. Six animals. Right? These creatures like toads, tiddlers, and teals, they were captivated. Captured means captivated. They were not captured literally, they were captivated by her voice. And they appreciated her song. Cheered on. Enraptured. Enraptured is the same word, like means that only. Bravo. Too divine. Encore. Bravo as in this is basically wow. Too divine. This is just too amazing. Encore means to repeat. You should repeat the song. Whenever you are at a concert, you just go encore and you're technically them asking them to repeat the song. This happened at Travis Scott's concert, if you do not know. Okay. Then let's continue. Then what happened was let me just so the nightingale once more. So here the nightingale once more, matlab again, right? The nightingale again quite unused to such applause. Unused means she is not used to listening to such kind of appreciating words. Wait, wait a second. Uh, I can't do anything about it. It is what it is. Um, so the nightingale is it even visible? Like I don't even know, but yeah, I'll just read. So the nightingale once more, quite unused for such applause, sang till dawn without pause. See, the nightingale is proved to be a very crowd-loving person. So nightingale is very beautiful voice, right? Melodious, right? Voice, right? Melodious, and you can say cap- captivating, right? And there was this word, um, appealing to the crowd, right? And there was that she is a very crowd loving, that she likes attention, right? She is a very naive. You later understand the word called naive, and not know the spelling, right? Naive, like this. So there's a lot of words you can give Nightingale. Sang till dawn without pause. So what happened here was that when the nightingale came, she started singing while sitting on the sumac tree, and then the people, the ducks, the herons, the loons, the toads, the teals, the toads, the tiddlers, they were very captured and enraptured by her voice. So that was the effect of the nightingale. She also made the frog dumbstruck. He sat like this. What the hell? Oh hell no! Who the hell is this shit? So next night, the nightingale. Let's see. Now let's move on. Next night, after this night, the nightingale shook her head and twisted her tail. So next night, the nightingale shook her head and twisted her tail. This means she was kind of tired, not that tired, but kind of. Closed an eye and fluffed a wing. This is another difference. Right, this was all of this stuff, and she had cleared her throat to sing. That kind of thing. And then, while she was doing this, these are the movements. She shook her head, right, then twitched, tail, then closed an eye, hmm, then fluffed a wing. Right, these are the things. Four steps. And had her cleared throat, had cleared her throat to sing. Right. But while she was doing this, she was startled by a croak. A croak is a sound like I can't make it, but it's a sound from the frog, right? Croaks. She was startled. She was shocked, surprised, taken by surprise. Right? Sorry, was that who you spoke while she was looking at the frog? She inquired when the frog hopped towards her from the bog. Sorry, was that who you spoke? You who spoke? Like, were you the one who spoke this? And she asked this. Inquired means asked. And when the frog hopped towards her from the bog, like from here, the frog hopped towards her here. Right. And the frog, yes, the frog replied. You see, I'm the frog who owns this tree. Like the tree as in the sumac tree. Right? He's trying to assert some sort of dominance towards the nightingale. In this bog, I've long been known. I've long been known means I've been known for a very long time. Like I am known. Known मतलब होता है कि I have a reputation. मेरे को लोग जानते हैं ऐसे आके बोलते हैं ना क्लास में लोग ओए मेरे पापा को जानते हैं सब लोग पापा नहीं वैसे यहाँ पे वो अपनी बात कर रहे हैं long been known for my splendid baritone. Okay, so what is this? I've been long been known, like long been known means known for my splendid. Splendid का मतलब क्या होता है? Splendid means splendid. Splendid means amazing. It means a very like like a very beautiful. He's obviously lying here because everybody was hating him. You know that. Baritone. Baritone is an adult male's सिंगिंग वॉइस एक्सट्रैक्ट में ज्यादातर यही आता है मेरे हिसाब से बैरिटोन वाली लाइन right adult male singing voice which is a deep voice and of course I wield my pen I wield मतलब I like wield sword करते हैं but यहाँ पे pen को बोला गया I wield my pen for bog trumpet now and then bog trumpet is a magazine of the Bengal bog right magazine wield my pen like I write for bog trumpet right he writes for the magazine called Bob Trumpet. So this is the introduction given by the frog when the nightingale was supposedly doing this her stuff. Right. Next night the nightingale shook her head and twitched her tail, closed an eye and fluffed her wings, and cleared her throat to sing. Then she heard a croak. She was startled by a croak. Then she inquired, "Was that who you spoke?" And then, yes, I own this tree. He asserts dominance. I own this tree, and I've been known in this place. And I'm a very for my splendid baritone. My voice, male adult voice, deep, coarse voice, and yeah, and my sound is very known among the people and I also wield my pen. I mean, I write for the Bob Trumpet magazine. Then, after the introduction of the frog, the nightingale was very impressed, even though it was not real. Obviously, the frog was lying. Right? He's a very deceitful person, as we said in the starting. Did you like my song? The nightingale asked very hopefully, like, um, did you like my song? And like, it's like asking a very professional musician and like playing a piano, and then you meet the professional musician who was listening to the piano. And did you like my song? And then the frog replies, not too bad, but far too long. See, the frog starts to make point out flaws. Long, as in it was very lengthy. The technique was fine, of course. Like, yeah, it was okay, but it lacked a certain force. So he's trying to act very sophisticated. Certain force, as in it means it's lacked magic. Right? He's trying to act very professional. The nightingale, oh, greatly flattered. See, the nightingale confessed, greatly flattered and impressed. The nightingale is now in the trap, has fell into his trap. She's greatly flattered and impressed by the frog's critique. Like that a critique of such a note has discussed her art and her throat. The critique here means a person who likes to criticize and judge not in a bad way, like a Indian Idol judge. A critique of such noteworthy, very known, like very qualified, Right? A critique such qualified had discussed, has talked about her art, that means music, and her throat, that means her voice. And then the Nightingale replies after this comment by the frog. Uh, I don't think the song's divine. Divine means godly. But oh well, at least it's mine. So here, the Nightingale's, you know, self-respect and that kind of thing is destroyed because she believes in the frog more than she believes in herself. This is a very good sign that displays the frog. Oh, this is a nice target. I don't think the song's divine. Like it's not amazing, even though it is though. Like it is a very amazing. If you ever heard of Nightingale, it's amazing. But well, at least it's mine. So she starts undermining her own song, underplaying her own song. Like, yeah, you are right. You are great. I'm small. So the frog catches this, right? So this shows that the frog has tricked her into believing that the frog is a very reputed and very qualified person, a critique who is of high quality. And he starts to judge the song by saying it was very long and that it lacked a certain force, right? So this is what starts, right? And the Nightingale starts doubting herself, and in the end, she shows that at least my song is original, at least it's mine. But now the frog does something heroes see. Now, see, the frog now starts to convince her. Oh, that's not much to boast about. She says that it's my original song, and even though it's not divine, at least it's original. No, that's not much to boast about, said the heartless frog. Heartless here means a very cruel. Without proper training, such as I and a few others can supply, proper training that I and a few others can supply, you will remain a bare beginner, but with me, you will be a winner. So, without proper training that such as I can supply, you'll remain a beginner. You'll remain a beginner. And but with me, you'll be a winner. You'll be qualified. I'm too qualified. Now, the Nightingale is very happy. The Nightingale is very happy. She breathes. This is a fairy tale. It's a dream come true. Right? The Nightingale is very, very, shocked. This is a fairy tale. And you are Mozart in disguise. Mozart is a very famous musician, not a musician, it's a writer. Like this is called illusion. This is a metaphorical poetic device. Illusion, where the character is being compared to Mozart. Mozart is a very well-known, renowned musician. Come to Earth, mean descended because he's dead before my eyes. Like you have come in front of me. I can't believe this is a dream come true. Right? Well, I charge a modest fee, like heavy fee, not modest, but yeah, good fees. Oh, but it won't hurt, you'll see. So he starts to state his demand that he wants a fees, right? So this is basically the frog saying that your song is not that good that she could boast about it, and being original is not something to boast about. But you are a beginner. But with training like me and some few other professional people, you would become a very, very good winner, right? So while hearing this, the Nightingale was very happy and she thought that it was a dream come true that such a great musician like him would come to offer training to her. She thought that Mozart had come in disguise as a frog teacher. Now the Nightingale was very inspired after listening to such praise. See, the Nightingale is a very naive one. She is very influenced by someone praising him. Like flattery is very, very effective on the Nightingale. These types of people are very easy to manipulate. Now the Nightingale was inspired and was flushed with confidence and fire. Now, the Nightingale was very inspired. See, after the frog had said that I will coach you and I will help you out, he kind of, respected her. She was very fired because she was a very crowd and attention-loving animal. So you can see Nightingale had the frog had inspired the Nightingale and filled her with confidence and fire. Fire means fired up, right? The Nightingale was very excited. You know, she was very motivated after listening with both art and adoration. Art means skill, and adoration means full of adoration. I don't know, but adoration for her skill sang and was a huge sensation. Hit sensation of the hit trend. Animals from miles around flocked, grouped towards the magic sound. Her song is referred to as magical, enchanting. These are nice words you can write in your answers. And the frog, with great precision, accuracy, counted heads and stars at admission. See, this is the greediness of the frog. This is the first time the frog has been described as greedy. Because what is he doing? In a concert, the frog, like this is the mic, and the frog is sitting here. And every time a person is trying to sit down here, right? In the benches, he's charging fees and taking money, right? And after this performance, this is always happening at the night. After this performance, he thought the next morning was raining, even though it was raining. See, this is a very interesting line because हमें पता है कि बारिश हो रही थी, raining हो रही थी, and the birds, especially birds, are unable to stand the rain. You have seen many birds fly away and seek shelter in the rain because it's not very common to see a bird flying and singing in the rain, right? He began her vocal training, even though the frog can survive the rain because he is a frog. Frog live in the water, right? And he began her vocal training. Even though it was raining, he began her vocal training. But I can sing in this weather, the nightingale said, like, but I can't sing in this weather, bro. This is like raining, I can't sing. And then the frog manipulates her. Again, come, dear, we'll sing together. Just put on your scarf and sash. Go, Ash, go, Ash, go, Ash. So what happened here is that the frog manipulates the nightingale once again to sing in such a horrible weather, where he knows that this nightingale can sing like very properly. Come, dear, we'll sing together. Just put on your scarf and sash. Sing together here. He's trying to say, yeah, I am with you. So, I'm a coach. I'm your coach, so I know what to do. Come, dear, just put on your scarf and sash. Like it's to protect from the water. Go, Ash, go, Ash, Ash. This is onomatopoeia. Oh no, it's animal sounds. So the frog and the nightingale journeyed up and down the scale. What is it? Up and down the scale. This kind of thing. Right? Upscales means in musical scale. They journeyed up and down. This is what happened. So the nightingale was very inspired by listening to the frog's words, and she was very provoked and gained confidence. So she sang with great love, and her voice was very melodious, and many animals came from miles around to listen to her magical voice. Right? And when this performance was over, like while the performance was going on, the frog charged fees for admission. Like he was, hey, there's 10 रुपया आने का 10 रुपया आने का आओ चलो चलो गाना सुनना है 10 रुपया 10 रुपया. That was happening. So the frog was very greedy, and he thought of an idea and started charging admission fee. And he began the vocal training in heavy raining. And the nightingale didn't want to sing, but the frog gently convinced and manipulated the nightingale to sing while wearing a scarf and a sash. And then they started going high and low notes. So now what happened is that after doing this repetitive work for over 6 hours, till she was shivering, she was shivering with her voice hoarse and quivering. Her voice was very shaky, very coarse, and it has turned very, rough. Her throat was very tired of singing for 6 hours straight in the rain. Though subdued and sleep deprived, subdued means tired, and sleep deprived, she hadn't slept the morning. See, these are nocturnal creatures, nocturnal animals, right? So she sleeps in the morning and sings at the night. So even though she hadn't got any sleep in the morning and she was very tired from 6 hours of training in the night, her throat revived. What does he mean by revived? Revived here is trying to display that her throat came back to life due to the crowd. There was the crowd who was wanting to listen to the song, the admiring and the very loving crowd. At the night, those crowd and the sumac tree was bowed. The sumac tree was like this, like it had bowed because of the weight of the animals that had come with a breathless, tilted crowd. Breathless means this kind of tilted means due to the bowed, right? The crowd was kind of tilted, and with a breathless means shocked, admiring. Breathless means two things: either very tired or tilted. So it could be either that the crowd had done a lot of work to get to see her performance, but or that they were very shocked and very surprised to listen to the song. Right? Her throat revived. Breathless crowd. It's like a kind of a pun, you can say, because it could be tired to come to listen because you have seen the tickets go out in like 1 second. Right. Then, Owl of Sandwich. This is called parody. This entire thing is parody. I've written in arrows. This is called a parody when you like to do this. Owl of Sandwich, Duck of Kent. It means Duke here, right? My Lord and Milady Trent, My Lord and My Lady, Martin Cardinal Mephisto, Court of Monte Cristo. So these are the people who came to listen. Owl, Duck, My Lord and Milady Trent, Martin Cardinal Mephisto, and the Court of Monte Cristo. Right. So to remember, I think you can just be ODMMMC, right? SKT um, CM, SKT, ODMMC, SKT, I don't know. You can't make a mnemonic for this thing. You can just remember two, three because it won't be asked in the exam who came to attend the party. This is not the kind of syllabus the CBSE is going for nowadays. Ladies with tiaras glittering. What is a tiara? Tiara is kind of a this thing, like this kind of thing that these people wear. This is your face, this is your hair, and there's this thing that these people wear, which is having like flowers in it, right? So this kind of thing is being talked about. This is called a tiara on the head. That was glittering. In the interval, start twittering. They were very shocked. Like when the Nightingale had stopped singing, in the interval, they were all chattering. Like, "Oh my God, that was such an amazing song. Oh my God, that was amazing." Like these distinguished personalities. These are all royalty. This is all royalty. This is distinguished personalities. The frog observed them glitter. Glitter here means a different thing than this glitter. Means glitter as in adore. The frog was sitting there in the side. He was looking at everything with a smile. The frog was smiling. Right. A smile, both sweet and bitter. What does he mean? A smile, both sweet and bitter. What could he mean? By the way, this is antithesis because two words of different meaning has been used. Sweet and bitter. That means his smile was sweet after seeing that he was gaining so much money. But bitter was that when he used to sing, nobody would come to listen to his songs. So the frog was very bitter after seeing that the nightingale of all people was getting so much recognition from the crowd and he was not very happy. See, the frog was observing, right? So for 6 hours without a break, the frog and the nightingale sat together and sang. The voice was quivering, shivering, and all of those words, hoarse. Yeah, but at the night, the nightingale was revived, and after due to the reviving, the nightingale was very happy. The nightingale was um, very came back to life, and due to the subduedness or the tiredness, that didn't affect the nightingale because the nightingale was revived by the adoration of the crowd. Now, every day the frog who sold her for songs for silver, sold her songs for silver, I mean, he used to charge admission fees, tried to scold her. You must practice still longer, right? Hear your voice like mine goes stronger. He's trying to convince the nightingale to sing faster, sing more. In the song last night, you got nervous mid-flight. Means you got nervous mid song. Like I said, can't wait to be song में. And my dear lay on more trills. Trills मतलब क्या होता है? Raise your ya मतलब yeah. Trills. The audience enjoys such frills. Frills means these kind of deviations. You must make your public happier. You must make your audience happier and give them something sharper, snappier. Sharper, snappier means something better, something more melodious. Right? He's trying to say that. We aim for better billings. Billings means money. You still owe me 60 shillings. What 60 shillings? For his coaching. He coached her, so he's trying to say that you still owe me money, brother. You have to earn me money. Give me money, or else your audience will not like you and the bullshit. Day by day, the nightingale grew more sorrowful and pale. It grew sorrowful and pale due to the lack of rest. The nightingale was working at the day and singing at the night, so it was constantly tired. And due to this, she zipped and trilled and bounced along till the birds and beasts grew tired. Zipped and trilled and bounced along means she was not that like good at singing. Zipped and trilled and bounced along because he asked her for more trills. She like was this. She was like constantly doing this, due to the which birds and beasts grew tired. So this was not very good advice by the frog because he's not a good mentor, as you all know. Till the birds and beasts grew tired, and since the animals of the Bengal bog grew tired, at such an uninspired voice means a very, you know, un like it's not very amazing. Like it does not inspire me. Uninspiring. What to say? Like it's does not motivate me. Right? Unmotivating. Not very bad. Boring. And the ticket office gross crashed, and she grew morose. Morose means tired, sad. The ticket office gross crashed. This means that the ticket office was not getting enough money. And due to the people leaving, she grew more morose. Due to the less people, we listened that her song was revived in the night because of the crowd. But now there was no crowd anymore. Right? There was no crowd anymore, so therefore there was nobody to support the nightingale because the nightingale was a very attention-loving animal. And why there was not no attention, she grew more morose. She grew tired. For her ears were addicted. applause quite unrestricted. She had gone addicted to the applause, the clapping, the adoration she used to receive when she used to sing. And due to this unrestricted applause, and to sing into the night alone gave no light. So alone singing, she was not very happy singing alone. So due to this, the nightingale was slowly getting more tired due to the frog's constant training nudges. The frogs kept asking that you are still in debt, you have to pay me, you have to earn money, they're singing trills, and now its groom was sorrowful and pale. Right? So this shows that the frog trained and scolded her and told her that she got nervous mid-flight for singing the song and commanded her. And this innocent nightingale kept listening and did not understand the bad intentions of the frog and kept singing, kept giving this training all day, all night. You must train more. You must do this more. She was ill treated. She was unrested and exploited by the frog. Right.